Imagine waking up one morning to find that the Earth has stopped spinning. What would you see outside your window? Would the sun still rise in the east and set in the west? The idea of the Earth ceasing to rotate for a single day makes for a fascinating thought experiment, and examining the consequences reveals just how dependent we are on the Earth's constant motion. First, let's consider gravity. If the Earth stopped rotating, the centrifugal force we experience as a product of its spin would vanish. Currently, this force is weakest at the poles and strongest at the equator. Without it, we'd experience a slight increase in the force of gravity, making us feel heavier, objects would drop faster, and a person weighing 150 pounds might feel as though they're carrying an extra 5 pounds. But isn't gravity the same across the planet? Not quite. The equator's bulge created by centrifugal forces due to rotation means that gravity is slightly weaker near the equator than at the poles. The cessation of this spinning force would have immediate effects on the atmosphere and weather patterns as well. The Earth's rotation helps drive wind patterns and balances weather systems by distributing heat from the sun. Without this constant motion, the atmospheric circulation would likely be disrupted, creating extreme weather conditions. You may see heat waves in some places as the sun bakes the Earth unceasingly for 24 hours, while others plunge into darkness and cold. Storms might rage uncontrollably across continents, driven by unbalanced pressure zones. Even more cataclysmic would be the effects on the oceans. The Earth's rotation plays a crucial role in the direction and strength of ocean currents, influencing not only the weather but also the ecosystems within. Without this motion, tides would be dramatically altered. Coastal regions might see massive flooding as water is no longer cycled through tidal forces driven initially by Earth's spin and the gravitational pull of the Moon. The world's coastlines would change overnight, wreaking havoc on human settlements and natural habitats alike. Such a sudden halt in rotation would undoubtedly trigger seismic activity. As the planet stops, the momentum of its mantle and outer core would continue, causing earthquakes and possibly even volcanic eruptions on unprecedented scales. These natural disasters would threaten human life and infrastructure on every continent. What about the impact on life itself? Both flora and fauna have adapted to Earth's day-night cycle driven by its consistent spinning. Without rotation, the prolonged exposure to unending daylight or darkness could have dire biological consequences. Photosynthesis in plants could either accelerate to unsustainable levels or cease entirely, affecting food chains globally. Animals, including humans, rely on circadian rhythms for regulating biological functions. The disruption of these cycles could lead to stress, disorientation, and a breakdown of natural habits. How would humanity adapt to such a dramatic change? Technology might offer some solutions. Artificial environments could be constructed to mimic the Earth's old day-night cycle, using lighting to simulate natural rhythms.